Alrighty then. Hey there, guys. It's Silver, your host, and we are back with more Resident Evil 2. To those of you who are watching live, welcome, welcome. To those of you who are watching the VOD, pull up a seat, get comfortable, grab a snack or drink of your choosing. We will get right on into it. Hope you are all well. Yeah, dude, I have other things going on, you know. I have much bigger things going on than streaming right now, trust me. But yeah, we are back. Like I said, there's no schedule anymore. It's just, the schedule is when I feel with it. Or when I feel like I'm with it, per se. There's no kind of set rules on when we're going to do things now. It's just whenever. So I will kind of make it easier by saying, for the foreseeable future, and by foreseeable future I mean months, don't expect a schedule. It's just going to be as and when. Because I have a lot going on. But yeah, to those of you who are watching live, welcome, welcome. To those of you who are watching the VOD, pull up a seat, get comfortable, grab a snack or drink of your choosing. Yeah, we've done all that bit. Back in a while, hope you have a great stream. Thanks, Leo. Just going to finish our setup. And we'll be good. That is the plan. So yeah, let's wait for everyone to jump in, shall we? See how many we get. And yeah, that is the plan of action. Okay, right. Have we got everything set up? Thumbnails, yes. Game title. But yeah, skip forward while we finish the setup. Right. Resident Evil 2. Save that. We're just gonna go for about an hour and a bit. We're not going for a long one tonight because I have other things to do. And to those of you who are wondering, we also got delayed by the ridiculously stupid age verification thing that's now coming in the UK, which meant I literally had to basically submit proof that I was over 18 just to be able to stream, which definitely slowed things down a bit. But it's all sorted now, hence I am streaming, so... Look at you being social, Leo. I'm proud of you. Half the time when I'm streaming these days, you're out the house. See, you don't need your host. You are totally all set up without me. Right. Just got one more link to put out, and then we'll go live. Oh, go live? We're already live. Sorry. I'm kind of miles away today. We will. Frickin' get started. Okay. Let's go. Is it loaded? Yes, it is. Right, let's go. Just move the laptop. I'm managing the stream through that right now. Okay. So, if you guys remember, we have to get the chess pieces to open the door. That is what we are doing next. Chess pieces, door, in that order. Door, chess pieces. What do you mean by fixing audio? Dude, I just plug a headset in. Oh, no problem. All good. All good, Leo. Okay, right. So. How many chess pieces have we got? We still have a few to get. We don't have the ones with the spark shot yet. I thought YouTube was like completely shutting down clips between you and me. I thought they'd actually shut down clips now. Okay. We'll do the RPD bit. I want to say first. Yeah, we'll do the RPD bit first. Grab everything out of here. Okay. Also, apologies, I don't know whether it's allergies or what's causing it, but that stupid cough I've got is finally coming back. After 3 months, it is coming back. All the time I was in the hospital getting treatment, it was gone. All the way up until about 2 days ago, it has not bothered me. And now it's starting to come back. The tightness and irritation in my throat that's forcing me to cough. And I don't know what's causing it. I mean, I'll be honest. At first, I thought it was small blood. I thought it might have been small blood clots in the lungs, but who knows? This is one thing they haven't looked into at the hospital yet. God, the more I debate all this, the more it becomes painfully obvious I'm barely a functioning human being. Yay. Anyway. Right, so we'll get all the bonus gear. Gonna have to get the machine gun, parts, and that kind of thing. Right. Just gonna quickly change my chat settings. Hang on. Cool. Okay. It's certainly very quiet tonight. Quieter than I was expecting on stream, I will give it that. Okay, right, compact knives. That's the key from the door at the beginning. Okay. Get this bad boy open. Right. poor Marvin. I think we'd better deal with that so he doesn't get back up. No, grenade's probably a bit too excessive. Sorry, dude.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Right. Now then. Upstairs. Yeah, upstairs. Oh yeah, Stars badge. Don't forget that. Stars badge is kind of important. My theory is as well that they've kind of, with the kind of revelations we get in RE9, and the way we come back to the RPD and it's, you know, identical to how we see it in RE2 Remake. Like, I get you couldn't one-for-one kind of recreate the original RE2 police station from the 90s in, like, a modern engine. So they kind of had to use what they did here. But does make you wonder. Have I got the freaking Stars badge? Wait there. I mean, I'm not carrying it. Am I just blind? I left it in the computer upstairs. That's gotta be where it is. Okay. Let's go, peeps. Who's looking forward to Code Veronica anyway? I'm looking forward to Code Veronica, or Resident Evil Veronica as I should call it. Two of them. Oh crap. Bear with me. That'll do. That'll do it. Next. Next on New Wave Radio. Don't frickin' swerve like that, you big pain. The audio in his headphones are kind of throwing me off a bit. Really throwing me off, actually. Jesus, it will not go down. Oh my god. The amount of bullets. You are kidding me. Yeah, I'm not using the high powered on these things. That's not happening. Right. Looks like we're gonna have to search for missile. Yeah, I picked that up in the last stream. Well, we're completely dry on frickin' machine gun and handgun. Not the most helpful thing in the world, I will admit. See if there's any regular gunpowder left in here. Oh crap, I even picked that up. Jeez. Not too helpful. Oh well. Acid's probably going to be far better against liquors. Yeah, badge is still in there. I don't see it. Let's not chance it. Unfortunately, we need to develop the photograph before we get that. Stars match. Okay. Apparently there's stuff left in the shower room. You know what? Go on then.
Damn it. Are you serious?
Is it not dead? Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. Cool. I'd have been genuinely shocked if it had survived more than 2 of those. Okay. Right. Won't open that, there's a zombie in there. Ah. Forgot that was there. Okay. Right. Spare red. Okay, that's all clear. Wait. Lounge. Oh, it's through there. Yeah, we'll grab that. We do need that. I believe, quote unquote, we have picked up all the miscellaneous handgun ammo scattered about. No zombies. Apart from behind us near that window. Apparently we have left stuff in here. Okay. I don't know why it's so quiet tonight. Normally we've got a good handful of you. Right. Let's see what's left in here. He's just skulking. Right, so there is some stuff. Good, yeah, there's stuff. Alright. So we want 102, 103, 109. Got ya. 102. 103. And 109. 109. Good. Bullets. Let's pick all this lot clean. Shanky. And I'm very glad we saved these for later. My god, you don't get much though. Still better than nothing. Makes me think of that one scene in Aliens where he's like, what do you want to use? What are we going to use? Harsh language? I mean, 9 rounds in this gun. Harsh language seems like a better alternative. What's left in there is a film we don't have any use for. Oh, screw that. Okay, we didn't run in its vicinity, so it didn't notice us. Nice. Did we pick up the other film? Right, yeah, we need to develop that. There we go. Get that from Wesker's office. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Hey, assassin. You're like the only one who's kind of sticking around so far that I can see. Leo's at her ends tonight, and I think Tyler's gone. I mean, Tyler's gone quiet at the very least. So put that away. Keep that equipped for escape purposes. How much regular gunpowder we got? Actually, Actually, less than we thought. Give me a sec, I need some water, guys. Dry throat is not pleasant with all this stuff I've got going on right now. Hydration is important. Always stay hydrated when streaming. Okay. Right. Frickin' curtain. Good. Alright. How we doing anyway, assassin? You alright, dude? Okay. Put that down. And head back up to Wesker's office. Oh, you're streaming too? Nice. What are you playing? Hope it's something good. Ah, okay. I imagine you're streaming that through OBS then. He's nice and melty. Oh, it's Sonic. Fair play. I use OBS. Examine. Yeah. Oh, it's a mag part. Cool. I had it the other way around. I thought the mag part came in the locker, or the little sealed box that you need the badge to open, but no, it's here. Gives us free ammo anyway. Cool. Okay. We continue onwards. Hopefully the audio is sounding decent for you guys. Let me know if it needs changing. Hopefully the audio is sounding good. Yeah, I know, right? We are totally on top of this streaming thing tonight. Cool. I'd say we have probably, give or take, a couple of things. Completely pick the RPD clean. Apart from that waiting room is safe. Now, is that for the other handgun we have, or is it for the revolver? Jared! Hey, dude. Got a couple of people in now. How you doing? We're just playing some Resident Evil 2. Well, I'm not gonna leave handgun ammo, a flash grenade, and a heart behind. That isn't happening. Go put some of this away. I've not watched True Lies. I'm a big fan of the Terminator movies, though, which you well know. Oh, let's head downstairs and get that part for the machine gun first. Then we can ditch the STARS badge. Cool. I know Kindergarten Cop. Another favorite Schwarzenegger movie of mine was actually freaking, oh god, what was it called? My brain's just blanked. Last Action Hero. I know I've mentioned this previously. Yeah, I've actually not watched Conan the Barbarian. That's one of his, like, first major roles, isn't it? Okay, fully upgraded machine gun. Excellent. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh yeah, Predator. I thought Predator came after Conan the Barbarian. Of course we know Predator. Get to the chopper. The first two Predators really freaked me out when I watched them. I mean, I still won't watch Predator 2 for that scene with King Willie, where the Predator takes his head and it's still screaming. That, I saw that as a kid because my parents had that on the TV when I was little, and I was, I'd just woken up from a sleep on the couch. It was late at night, And I'm pretty sure I woke up to see that scene where the head is screaming as it's being carried away. And yeah, that gave me nightmares, man. It did. And obviously, I'm still kind of, shook up by that even now as an adult. Oh, I know, I heard the actor from Jurassic Park. What did Assassin say? Bear with me. Let me just scroll down in the chat. Oh, Raw Deal. Raw Deal is the weakest one. I can't say I've seen Raw Deal either. Stick all these away. I've watched like the Jurassic Park movies in bits. I've never taken like a monstrous interest in them. It would be disingenuous of me to say that I have, because I haven't. We didn't pick up the F8 in the toilet. Well, we better go get the toilet healing. And I'm pretty sure there's boards for the windows in there. And I'm pretty sure there's handgun ammo. Bloody hell, it's dark in here. Shit! I did not see that. I just heard. I did not see, I just heard. That scream put the fear of God into me then. Oh my God. You're getting a freaking machine gun for that. Bloody hell. That actually freaking shook me there. Because I've got freaking 3D headphones on. I'm just in utter darkness and I hear a scream. She's down. Okay. Oh yeah, I knew Denzel Washington was in Equalizer. I did know. Alright, cool. Eyes alive. With a... Hey, assassin. They are definitely skulking around the corners, Jared, these zombies. They are definitely not been bloody subtle with all the screaming they're doing. That got me a bit, like I said. Welcome back, assassin. I really need to turn down these headphones. God damn it. That's not gonna do the old heart any good. Bloody hell. Nah, I'm not streaming tomorrow. Maybe Sunday or Monday. I can't stream Monday, no. I'm starting to ease back into things again now. I've got my Labour meeting on Monday, a council meeting on Tuesday, and then my constituency meeting on Thursday. So I'm actually sort of trying to get back to normal life. The part-time jobs I haven't quit, we are kind of easing back into. Clear. Good stuff. Like I said, maybe Sunday, no guarantees. No guarantees. Oh god, that was my finger on my right hand. Sorry. Sometimes it's still kind of... I've managed to just lean it against the trigger without any problems. Sometimes it just presses down a bit because we don't have all of the control back in it fully on. We've got it mostly back. 90% of the way I can just rest it on the trigger, but sometimes it will just kind of press into the controller for support to just lay against it, and then that makes me fire depending on how I'm aiming. Like I said, maybe Sunday, no guarantees. Yeah, my fingers are still far from back to normal. Well, in terms of the finger dexterity, that's gonna take quite a while. That's gonna be one of the few things that is really long-term recovery. Do I see an Aussie? I do. Timothy, the type of guy to walk out to a public bathroom with a piece of toilet paper stuck to his shoe. Oh, dude, that's savage behavior. That's savage behavior. What do you take me for? How you doing, me old wallaby? You alright? Nah, I'm not doing any game shows. Oh no, it's improving by a long shot. It's improving by a long shot. It just still has some of these kind of little slip-ups that it didn't have before the stroke, obviously. Like I said, hey there, Jacob. Like I said, if I'm sometimes like immediately after it happened and the weeks afterwards. Nice to see you woke up early. In the weeks and kind of, I'd say, first couple of months afterwards. I couldn't really rest my finger on the trigger without pressing into it. Because I didn't have the strength to just hold it there. So it just pressed in on it. So, whereas now, 90% of the time, it just holds there nicely and doesn't press in. So we don't have any problems. It's just that 10% of the time the finger gets tired, and then it's like, no. It's just basically, it's not even consciously pressing in. It's just, it goes in subconsciously to just rest against the controller because it's getting tired of being leaned against the trigger. So, yeah. Like I said, the only real struggle with gaming for me now is QTEs. Apart from that, we're solid. Oh look, it's my ex. How we doing anyway, Jacob? You see, I've really stabilized my sleep pattern. I'm kind of going to bed like clockwork between, well, sort of typically between 11:30 to 12:30, and then waking up between kind of 7:30 and 8. I still can't wake up at like 6 in the morning. I still can't do that. Give me a sec, I'm getting a bit of eye pain. Oh. Bear with me. I'll give you the world famous hang on, shall I? Okay, that was 2 plugs. Give me a sec. That's better. Anyone in Timothy's way in the morning will get a crutch in the shin. I'm still not a morning person. Even though I'm waking up like an hour and a half kind of earlier than I used to, I still have to, when I wake up, spend an hour in bed waking up, just kind of watching a video quietly or listening to some music. I'm still a grumpy boy in mornings, and I will not try and take that away. Right, we better put that plug away. Okay. Put that away. Put the good knife away. That makes me think of Crocodile Dundee. Call that a knife? This is a knife. That's what our good old boy Jacob's like when he's robbing the local for a Bundy. Circa 1991-2026. Go just a couple more. Yeah. Go just a little bit more into that 90s bracket. Like I said, you're really not that far out. Right. I love it. You keep doing this. Even a stroke is not changing things, is it for you? It's not doing it. I'll specify that for anybody who's watching the VOD. My stroke, not Jacob's. He's perfectly fine, thank God. I would not wish a stroke on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. Love you too, you big kangaroo. Oh, crap. I left the flame rounds in the box. We need those. Yeah, we need those. For the G's up ahead. Okay. What's the plan today, Mr. Dabbler, anyway? Got anything on the cards? So, slight feature now. I was always wearing sunglasses when I was outside, as you well know. The ones that you saw me wearing were the casual ones that I normally wear. we found that so we did find... Got a going away party for a friend today. He's moving back to London. Drinks and whatnot. Yeah, good stuff. Well, I'm only good for another hour and a half, so let me keep you company. We're there. What time are we on? Now, about another hour. But, so we found... I had to go see an optician. Because after the stroke, my right eye started to drift out to the side a bit more, Well, a lot, actually, a lot. I always had a quite subtle right-sided squint. I needed to have eye surgery as a kid, because I can't remember. I'd have to ask my freaking old man. It was either one or both of my eyes went slightly inwards. So they operated on it. I had 2 different eye surgeries, 2 separate ones when I was 5 and 6. That completely fixed my left eye and left my right eye kind of coming slightly outwards. The problem is now, since the stroke, my right eye is like coming outwards significantly, and it wasn't doing that before. I've still forgot those bloody fire rounds. And we do not know. I spoke to an optician, and he said that could either be the stroke, exacerbating something that was already there, but was kind of been, you know, kept in balance by your eye muscles in general, so it wasn't noticeable and wouldn't have been a problem until now, and the stroke has exacerbated the problem or the underlying thing that was starting to, with your eye muscles essentially. He said it's either that that's caused the right eye drift, or the stroke itself has outright caused the right eye drift to get way worse. Either way, the problem is, it's left me in a position where the right eye drift has left my left eye, which was completely, perfectly 100% fine before the stroke, because I'd had eye tests previously, and my left eye was completely fine. Now when I close my right eye and isolate it, what am I doing? I'm getting too engrossed in this conversation. So yeah, in the past, when I closed my right eye and isolated it, or left eye and isolated it, sorry, it was completely fine. Now, when I'm isolating it on its own and trying to focus on things, it blurs. It noticeably blurs, and it didn't do that before the stroke. So now, I need glasses for that left eye to stop it overcompensating. I've got them now. A pair of very nice prescription sports sunglasses and a pair of very nice designer glasses for in the house, actually, because I'm very vain. I admit it, I'm very vain. And I'm like, I've always been self-conscious about the concept of wearing glasses. I don't mind other people wearing them. More power to all you guys. You all look good wearing glasses, I imagine. Those of our regulars that have, you know, freaking shared pictures and that kind of thing, you all look good in glasses. I really don't think they suit me. So I basically said, if I'm going to do this, I'm buying designer. So I did. So now, whenever I'm playing video games, I don't wear them all the time. They're specifically for when I'm intently focusing my eyes. Normally, like when I'm playing video games and I'm looking at screens, I have to wear these things, and the problem is, my eyes are having a hell of a time adjusting to them. I'm just like, the eye ache is real adjusting to these damn things. What am I playing after RE2? God knows. God knows, dude. But yeah, I don't like glasses. And then I actually went. So, right, how many of you are still here? Because your boy's been told he might. Well, I won't say need another surgery, but I'll put it this way: who's ready for surgery number? Sorry, who's ready for surgery number 8? Because there's every chance I may need an 8th surgery. Or specifically a 4th eye surgery. To try and correct the strain on my right eye.
Creepy.
The So in true me fashion, right? Nothing medically works conventionally with me. Nothing follows. I know, right, Jacob? Nothing follows the standard rules of engagement. Everything is always highly individualized and outside of the normal. So, after seeing the optician a few days afterwards, I actually got my appointment through to see the specialist eye doctor that had been put through while I was in the rehab ward recovering. And she did a series of comprehensive eye tests. She confirmed what I have had a suspicion of for so many years, and all of my family and friends have had a freaking suspicion of for so many years. I am very colorblind. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't see any color in black and white. But my old man actually came with me to my specialist eye appointment last week. Oh wait, what day are we on? Yeah, it was last week. Or was it? I have to friggin' check. When was that bloody eye appointment? Either way, it was either early this week or late last week. I've had that many appointments with physios, occupational therapists, and eye doctors recently that I'm starting to lose track. Anyway, so I needed my old man to go because I had these eye surgeries when I was very little, and I actually didn't remember the specifics of the surgeries, how specifically they were done, what they were done for, that kind of thing. So he went with me to explain all that. Oh crap. Move. What a lovely sound he just made. And then we had a very, very large series of comprehensive eye exams done. I had a full color blindness test. I had a multitude of different vision tests. I had a peripheral field test done on my actual scope of eye, vision. All of it. And I also had a full squint test done as well to gauge the degree of my squint. And to put it mildly, The fact that I see as well as I do is a blessing, and haven't needed glasses for this long into my, 30s is an absolute blessing. My actual distance vision's fine. I can read really far down on charts when I'm using both eyes. The only problem is now, like I said, when I'm using the left eye independently, it's starting to blur. It wasn't doing that before. We're very colorblind. I'm almost. I mean, I'll just tell you as it is. Red, not really so much. Red's fine. Green, we have a problem with green. We do have a mild green deficiency. Well, it's mild to moderate green deficiency from what I was told. And purple, forget about it. As I already knew, we do not see purple very well. It looks like a pinky blue. We're getting there. Just out of curiosity, was I muted the whole time I was discussing my eyes, or did you hear that? Like the color blindness thing and like the degree of my squint and stuff. Or was my mic muted the whole time? But yeah, thanks for that, Jacob. We're getting there. Thank God, that took long enough. Now we heard that it's occupied. So yeah, my eyes are just weird. The moral of the story is my eyes are just weird. Very weird. Eyes are weird. Heart valves a different shape. Oh, Christ. Bloody hell. There we go. So, my advice to all of you, just don't be born 10 weeks premature. Just don't. To any fetuses out there, to any fetuses who are currently chilling in Wombville right now, population 1, or potentially 2 if you've got an awesome little twin, right? To all of you fetuses chilling in Wombville, if the light on your mother's Easy Bake Oven starts to blink and look like it might be freaking going out, kick the bitch in the shin. Make sure she keeps you in. Kick hard. Kick very hard. Dislocate the shin if you have to. But stay in at all costs. Because premature birth, especially very early premature birth, yeah, doesn't always, but it can have a lot of weird health quirks as you get older. Oh. Right. Cool, we got around. Cool, we're out. What time are we on? 10 minutes to meds. Oh my god. Did I not kill him earlier? Well, he's ho ho ho! I'm sick of things making me jump. He gon' die now. Come here, you old scrut bag. Have a bit of this.
You asshole!
I did not see your donation actually because I would have to look at the other chat box. Try new Turok. Is it on PlayStation? My poor health bar. My poor health bar. It got railed like its name was Kitty Jong. Like PS5 PlayStation. Oh, that was an interesting video. But I love you. Kitty, we can't keep doing this. It was a good watch. Was a good one. Right. Oh, bugger. Look at that. Got a red and a blue. A green and a red. Got a lot of... Oh, bugger. I forgot that first aid spray in the RPD toilet. We're gonna have to go loiter in toilets again, chat. Dear. There may be a slight morality issue with that, but hey ho. Oh, Lord of Fire. Ain't nobody got time for that. PSN, 360 and Nintendo 64. Okay then. We don't have a lot of this ammo to begin with. Let's Set some aside. That'll do, won't it? Combine that. Yeah. Nice. Is it worth going back all the way back to the police station for one effort sitting in beside a leaky toilet? What do you think? I mean, we will. There's freaking machine gun ammo I still need to get as well. That's sitting in that locker upstairs in that room full of zombies. So we won't be leaving that behind before we go anywhere. Besides, we're only going until the research lab. Right, bear with me. It's I'll just take my meds now. Makes life easier. Where is my water bottle? There it is. Cool. Okay. Right. Oh, God. Where did I put my meds? There they are. Does anybody else get that kind of weird whooshing like sound in their head and their ears when they sit up? Or is that just me? I've had that for years and I don't know what causes it. Actually, since I was a kid. I still don't know what causes it. Like you literally feel like a whooshing sound in your ears and in your head. I've always had it. Okay. Take lid off water bottle. Good start. Open medication box. Also, good start. Take Friday's medication out of box. Good. We are getting there. That's just the demons, Timothy. Oh good, I thought it was insanity. Hail Satan, praise him and all that. Yay. Good old Satan. I'll be honest, some of these meds I'm on just... They are just not nice. They friggin' taste nasty going down. Especially the statins and the blood thinners, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll read what you said as soon as I'm back by my phone, Jacob. Hang on. Cool. Sorry, it kind of takes me a bit longer right now to do things, because obviously... I have to be mindful. of where I'm placing my right arm or right hand at times. Hey, Leo. Pull up a seat, lass. Come here and be awesome, like you always are. You're, Let me just sit up slightly. You're here for the home stretch. We're just going. Yeah, we need to double back, actually. We're gonna double back, pick up some machine gun ammo and grab an F8 from a toilet. And then we're gonna go fight Birkin, so you're probably on the last kind of 30 minutes. That is an interesting movie title, The Whale Singer. Is it quite literally some lass that sings to whales? Also, Leo, feel free to rewatch the parts of the VOD that you missed and get a bit of a medical update on my situation. Because I'll be honest, I cannot be bothered to... Okay, that was my finger leaning on the trigger. I cannot be bothered to go over it all again. Put simply, my eyes are weird. I might be having an eye surgery. So that'll be surgery number 8. What was that Leo said? This whale singer is a whale who uses their song to heal the ocean and fight back the Leviathan. Leviathan, Leviathan. Love it. It'll only be the 8th surgery, Leo. Why do you not just do what Robin Williams in the Bicentennial Man and get yourself a whole new body? I bloody wish. I sincerely bloody wish. Trust me. That I do. Oh. Crap. We need the other plug. Yeah. And once they're done with all of my heart investigations for the stroke, if they find that it is a hole in the heart, a micro hole in the heart, that has put me at risk of a stroke, there will be a very small 9th operation on my heart to seal that. So, yeah. But yeah, basically, watch the VOD back, Leo. Put very simply, I had a series of eye tests. I'm quite colorblind. I have both types of squint, a very large dual factor squint, and I avoid double vision by some miracle, by whichever eye I'm not focusing with, literally ignoring what it sees. So it just doesn't process the visual data in my brain to avoid having double vision. It sidesteps... Is there anything you don't have? I won't say it. I won't say it. Oh, go on then. I will say it. Yeah, I don't have an... I'm not 6 foot tall and I don't have an 8-inch schlong. That's what I don't have. Oh, I also don't have marbles. Was that in reference to the 8-inch schlong, Jacob? Because I don't believe that. I'm sure ladies call you the Wallaby for a reason. Either that or the Backbuster. I love it. If that's true, then Jacob's taking them. Then Jacob's taking them freaking Subway sandwich measurements. 2 off a foot long, baby. Yeehaw. 2 foot. Good lord. Starts to suffer from spontaneous blood loss the second he sees Cheryl Cole. Christ. What have you watched, dear Leo? Tell me. What have you watched? Oh, and it's also physically impossible for me to see 3D because of my squint. So I cannot see in 3 dimensions. My eyes just don't perceive 3D. What was that you said? Oh, Event Horizon. I haven't seen her Event Horizon. And for me, Mr. Dabbler, Claire. Claire all the way. Which is why...
No, fuck this!
I'm looking forward to Resident Evil Veronica. Claire all the way for me. It's still scary, definitely a recommend. Like Alien but with more blood and more mind fluffing. This is fair. It's acceptable. Let me double back. Where is the Sodding Dino Crisis remake, Capcom? I've got to be honest, I feel I genuinely feel like the more you ask for it... Oh god, bloody hell, finger! Rest on the trigger, don't bloody pull it.
Jesus.
Ah, bloody fingers acting up, excuse me. Sometimes when I rest the finger on the trigger, it'll squeeze it instead of just resting on it. Because sometimes my when I've been holding it in that position for quite a while. Because obviously my finger hasn't got 100% of the strength back in it yet. Oh, crap. Another one. Really? Another one? Yeah, most of the time it will just rest on the trigger, no problem, really nicely. And then sometimes it just... Because it's just... I can't hold it in that position forever because some of the finger strength is gone. It'll just press into the trigger. It does it subconsciously, I can't control it. Because obviously we're still trying to work on getting a lot of that finger, well, the rest of it back. That kind of remaining 20%. You know, let's say it's acting up when you consciously shove it up your ass. Jesus Christ. Go on with you. Where is this guy buggered off to? Because you go this way with Leon initially, because of the routing, you normally don't ever have a reason to come back. Ooh, SLS rounds. Because I normally just grab the safe on the way through. Without actually having to come back to do it, like I have done this time around. I'll disregard that. It's nothing to do with Leon. It's more the fact that on Leon's run, I'm typically brute force to safety. Crap, go away! Damn thing keeps making me jump. We can't get around it because of its positioning. Hang on. Oh, this is annoying. That freaking 0 frame grab is pissing me off. Get off. That's better. It's... I never said it's going to be definite Quake. I just said we might be streaming on Sunday. I mean, considering all we are playing right now is Resident Evil and Quake, it's going to be one or the other. And we've looped back around needlessly. Oh no. Inner peace, Silver. Inner peace. Whenever you get angry, just remember, there are far more valuable things to get angry about. Like that gosh darn Australian loitering in our chat. Giving it a Turu and trying to show people his shrimp on the barbie. Now that's barbaric behaviour. Right. Can we actually get back up there? This thing is upsetting me now. Last flash grenade. How do we actually get back up to that level that we were on initially? I mean, I suppose the big question is, can we even? I don't know if we can. I've got to be honest, I don't think it's worth it for like 50 machine gun rounds. I think we just cut our losses and go. Realm Drifters, and they do really good Resident Evil radio dramas. Nice. Nice. Okay. I'd be down for an RE radio. Oh my god. Have I just done a stupid? Was it right in front of us the whole time? It is as well. It's right there. We haven't saved, so I can't even double back. Right. Bear with me. Or, as we will normally say, hang on. At this point, I've committed too many resources to not go back and get it. We're just gonna have to see it through. Because I'll be profoundly irritated if we don't. That and we're gonna watch the cassette. Time for some VHS cassette fun time, guys.
Please. Oh, please, stop. Stop. No. Over here, you freak! Don't hurt him.
That's a bit of a bad day, that is.
Glad I watched that.
You know shit's about to go down when you pull the hang on. Oh, it's about to go down. I've invested too many freaking flash grenades and too much ammo already to not go back for that stuff. We are not leaving it unattended. We're just not. It's personal now. Timothy is about to bust a cap in an ass. Ugh, my poor flash grenades. I needed one of those as well for Birkin later. Fine. God damn it. Literally, all we're doing is picking up this freaking machine gun ammo. And then we're going to go to the lab and we're finishing. Oh wow. We're 10 minutes from where I was due to finish. Well, slight extension, I guess. My energy levels aren't collapsing like they were a month ago when I first came home, so that's fine. What was that? Timothy's the type of guy to say hang on before he Tokyo drifts through an alley while shooting an Uzi out a window. I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. That's basically me. Yeah. Tokyo drifting it. Come forth, sir. Oh yes. Oh yes, good sir. Oh, come hither. Very good, old boy. Very good, sir. Oh, spiffing, delightful. Oh yes. Simply magical, old boy. That's all we bloody needed to do. Did I pick up the jazz festival? That I did. SZF. Triple X for the worst ones. Yeah, fair. We did not need to waste those 2 flash grenades. I am never saying this again, but I really missed your Mary Poppins impression. Mary Poppins roleplay. Christ. Oh my god. Just, you know what? Fine. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Yes! We absolutely freaking fumbled in the dark with that and we still got it. Oh! My hand was actually locking up and failing as we did that, and we still somehow brute forced it. Oh, that felt so good. Strokey, I forgive your transgression on this one occasion, sir. It made for some very, very fun. Some very, very fun, yes. We will use that exact phrase. Some very fun. You feeling okay, Silver? Yes. Sometimes when I've been playing for a while, the hand just gets a bit less responsive. Don't worry. That's literally just it. When I've been playing for a while, the hand just gets a bit less responsive. The fingers don't move as well. Or they move a bit too quickly. Like you saw. You saw freaking Claire. Because I was kind of stressing, we're in a room full of zombies. I was in blind panic. Therefore, I couldn't... So, okay, the best way to put it is now. If I'm trying to over-coordinate things, or I'm basically put in a high-stress situation, the hand dexterity kind of... You know, you watched. The camera angle just kind of went crazy. It was kind of panic response, and then my hand just went on the right analog stick, like, just in any direction to try and move us, because I couldn't get it to coordinate properly. It'll do that a bit, don't worry. It's unfortunately a feature for the time being until we sharpen up some of these finger reflexes a bit more. Yeah, I'm not very pleased with how we did against Argentina. It's still upsetting me. It really is. Why frickin' Tuchel decided to go defense against a team like Argentina with Messi when we should have just gone on the offense? It is actually beyond me. Like, I do not understand. Oh. I'm forgetting everything. We need to go back for that bloody chess piece. I'm just getting frazzled now. Don't have to worry in that regard, Jacob. Left-handed, my boy. There are some things that, despite being right-hand dominant, I can specifically only... So I'm lucky in a sense, right? I do have a degree of I do have a degree of ambidextrousness, despite being right-hand dominant. People were saying that to me. That was one of the first jokes my sister and her boyfriend were freaking saying to me. You must be devastated. Right hand gone? What you gonna do? Oh no, to be fair, my sister's boyfriend was saying that. And she just leaned over and went, yeah, don't worry. Freaking... He told all of us ages ago he's left-handed. What was that? You would have been thrown off a cliff in the old days, left-handed freak. Oh, I know. Heretic. Crime against God. I mean, technically, I'm already disabled, so depending on which kind of angles of extreme religion you look at, because some of the most extreme interpretations of certain religions already class your boy as a crime against God. Therefore, I'm well adjusted to this concept already. I'm going to put the disclaimer of not the mainstream general interpretations of any religion. Typically just the extreme variations of them. There's my legal and or moral disclaimer. So yeah. But no. I write with my right hand. And I do a degree of weight bearing with... Well, to be fair, it's kind of a weird one with my weight bearing. It depends, but... Either way. Party time, left hand. Messaging on a phone, or typing on a phone screen, also left-hand dominant. Completely left-hand dominant. Typing, there was never really a dominant hand. And I've got a degree of that back, even though I've kind of just got weird... I've kind of got, weird, two-fingered frickin' hands twisting around the keyboard, the parts of the keyboard that are allocated to the right hand now. And it kind of works. I actually asked the occupational therapist on the rehab ward, I'm like, is that weird? She's like, no. It's actually not, no. I didn't ask her about that. I want to clarify. I did not ask my occupational therapist about that. I need to clarify that. Jesus Christ. Oh God. But no. I specifically asked her, is it weird that there are some things I can only do with my left hand? Like, for example, freaking typing on a phone screen. And she said no. She said no. Party time. I fancy a cheeky one who's been left-handed weird. No. Oh dear. This line of conversation is just... degrading fast. I mean, I'm basically, and I've joked with friends about this, and I love the fact I can do it now. I'm basically the guy with the messed up hand from Scary Movie 2. Take my strong hand has become a literal joke now amongst me and the friendship group. Also the phrase, Strokey loves you. Love it. Excuse me, my trusted and professional therapist. What about party time? Yes, please excuse me. I must ask a very, very important question about the act of chicken strangulation. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. What a world we live in. I aim to please, Mr. Jacob. And if there's one thing this situation hasn't taken from me, somehow, some way, it is my absolutely whacked sense of humour. Oh no. Even Leo's getting in on it now. Good lord. Okay. I believe...
This is not my forte.
Where there? Doesn't a queen go at the end? I'm sure that's right. Let me just swap. Sorry, it's been a while. Now, I do think we had that right initially, you know. Oh, Mr. Dabbler, I do not intend to change if I can help it. I'm sure the king goes here. Yeah, the king goes there. Because it goes pawn, queen, king. There you go. Got it.
Alright, Sherry. On my way.
Is anybody else like that? You're like... Okay, so anybody else that's right-handed, and let's face it, probably the bulk of us are. Is there anybody else who can only do certain things with their left hand? Like me with typing on a phone screen. Right. Take that. Gonna need the rest of those for the plants later. Best not waste those. Take one of them for self-defense. We have machine gun ammo and handgun ammo. Okay. We're just gonna go take a quick... sorry. Yeah, I'll go to 11. I'm not feeling tired, actually. I'm genuinely not feeling tired. It's so nice that my energy levels have stabilized now. There are 3 stages to stroke recovery as well. There is the acute phase, which is typically over the first month, where your brain is actually actively healing from the bulk of the injury. Because you might not think this, but when you actually have a stroke, like the kind I did, a ischemic stroke, that actually obstructs the oxygen in the brain and causes basically a small brain injury. Your brain actually swells slightly, and the first month, the acute phase, is when your brain actually gets over the initial healing and focuses on the core initial mending phase. That's the kind of acute phase where it's just fixing the core immediate damage and this kind of like the swelling from the stroke. Up until month 3, which is what we've just passed, is then the spontaneous recovery phase. So anything that was kind of, knocked offline by the brain being stunned, essentially by the injury, just starts to come online by itself. Back online gradually by itself. But then after that, to try and get it back as good as it was before, because trust me, your brain doesn't just switch things back on the way they were before. My finger dexterity is proof of that. It has switched it has switched the fingers back on, but the dexterity is not the same. It was not able to retain that post-injury. So it's up to you, through repetitive hand exercise, movement, physiotherapy, rehabilitation work, to actually rebuild what was disrupted. And then, after the spontaneous recovery phase, which is up from 3 months to the 3-month mark to a year, where we are now, is what is actually called the neuroplasticity phase, which is through long-term rehab, hand exercises, movements, targeted physiotherapy, that kind of thing, consistent practice of the things you did before. Your brain then strengthens those signals, makes them stronger, improves the quality of whatever you're trying to essentially rebuild, and then tries to get them back as close to what they were before. So we're kind of at the end of the initial recovery phase, and now into the long-term kind of healing and rehabilitation phase. So for me to be playing video games like this every couple of days on the regular is actually very good, because arguably my brain is currently more receptive to actual video games and neurological learning, any kind of neurological learning actually, when it's recovering from this kind of injury, than it was prior. So basically meaning it's actually more receptive to that improvement than it was before this happened. So me playing games like this on the regular is just very strong for the hand. She ain't dead, is she? She is. No, she... Anyway, I'm sorry I'm boring you to death with this constantly. I don't know how interested you are, and to be quite honest, I wouldn't be surprised if you're not at all interested in hearing about any of this, but unfortunately I'm having to live it, so... That'll do. Nah, you do you, man. Good.
Asshole.
I mean, I'll be honest. I was genuinely stunned when they told me that the initial kind of recovery phase where you get the basics back was like 3 months. And the overall full recovery time frame from the initial stroke to knowing where you are, you know, kind of gonna be from that point is around a year. I was actually stunned that it's such a long process. Get it in there, Mr. Jacob. Stick it in! Good man. We will call her Sharon. I am glad you are with your muse and a catio. And thank you for the nice greeting. Oh, don't worry about that. You're half cut. You're half cut. I have freaking hampered hand dexterity. Also, do you guys have any idea how hard it was to steer analog sticks? Like 3 weeks after my stroke. When my brain was still in the early stages of switching everything back on. Do you have any idea how hard that was? Like, seriously, I was mad enough to put a controller in my hand when it was barely functional enough to even play games, and was basically hard-coding the brain from the 3-week mark when everything wasn't even switched on right to make sure it was playing games. That's how much I wanted video games. That's how important they are to me. Harley tends to favour the women streamers I watch. No offense to you. She's just a big Mars big Mars cakes, man. Fair enough. You're fine. Right. Okay, chat. Let's get this friggin' boss done. Like, I've actually got a video. I don't know how many of you watched it, but I've got a privated video that I shared in the Discord of me trying to play Time Crisis 3 weeks in. I don't know how we did it, but by God we were doing it somehow. Like I said, don't know how, but somehow. Come to me, Sparky. Very good, boy. Okay. I did not know Scooby-Doo did a crossover with the Justice League. But that does actually sound quite cool. Speaking of leagues, I'm still on that friggin' Human League kick, chat. I'm still really on it. I'll laugh if Count Binface becomes an MP. Dude, yes. I'm hoping. I'm praying Count Binface becomes an MP. It'll be so funny. The Bin Man is here to stay, chat. The Bin Man is here to stay. Wait, canonically lives in the same universe as Batman and Superman. Give me a second, I need some water, throat's a bit dry. Is that true? Like, legit? Nope. You mean Prime Minister? Oh God. So chat, I almost pressed my lifeline button on the windowsill. Ever since my my emergency, I had a lifeline system installed in the house, and I keep my actual lifeline wristwatch on the windowsill beside the bed. Specifically, I keep anything that I need to use to contact the emergency services on my left-hand side, because, you know, if we were to ever have any issues, it always seems to switch off my right arm. So we always need to keep things near the left, just in case. So my lifeline button was on the windowsill, and I literally nearly pressed it when I was putting my water bottle back down. I'm so glad I didn't. Jesus Christ. Okay, I think it's these two. No. That'll do. Who does the lifeline system alert? It's basically a Lifeline is basically a private firm, and they have a direct line to the emergency services. So instead of, you know, having to go through the ridiculous freaking process of, you know, waiting to be put through to the emergency services and having to explain everything to them, Lifeline basically has your medical situation on file. You press the button, it connects to them, and if you explain, say for example, I've had a fall or a medical emergency, they will instantly call an ambulance. They will call the police and the ambulance service, and they will come straight over to your house. Basically, it's a quick, direct line to the emergency services. Thankfully, I only live 4 miles from a major hospital. Well, technically 5. But still, that's probably what played... Yeah, indeed. That's like I said before. That's probably what played such a good, solid part in me having such a good outcome to all of this. I live a mere handful of miles from a major hospital. The ambulance arrived at my house within 10 minutes of the responder being told I was having a stroke. And obviously, time is of the essence, because with a stroke, you're aiming to mitigate as much damage as possible so the person in question can have the best possible recovery. Like, don't get me wrong, 40% of it... Yeah, we do use miles, that's right. Like, 40% of it is still the amount of rehab you put in post-stroke, but the core 60% of it is... Yep. Minimize the damage so the person can recover sooner. And not only that, minimize the degree of damage so the person isn't left with a permanent disability. That's exactly what they do. That's why they get you to hospital as quickly as they can. Because if it's left, if you start getting into the sort of like 2 to 3 hour mark, it starts getting dangerous. Because the options to treat it start getting more complex, and the degree of damage to the patient starts to increase. So ideally, you want to be within an hour to have the best possible outcome. You want to be You want to be kind of in hospital, receiving treatment, no later than within an hour to 2 hours. And I was very fortunate in that regard. From me, actually, the stroke starting to getting my treatment, it was about 50 minutes. They call that initial hour the golden hour. Because if you are treated within, an hour, you have the best... I probably did. I did. If I said 40, fair enough. Leo, it was between 40 and 50. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. My arm was switched off. My old man said 40. So I kind of went on what he was saying. Because, he was the one kind of, keeping track of it all. I was just sitting there kind of, I'll be honest, frightened because my right arm had switched off. So, for interest's sake, we will say between 40 to 50 minutes. And they call it the golden hour. Because people who receive treatment within that first hour always tend to have the best possible outcomes. And you can still have really good outcomes as long as it's kind of no more than a couple of hours. Because there was an older gentleman in the rehab hospital with me called Rod. And he was in his bloody 80s. And for him, from his stroke starting to treatment, it was about an hour and 45 minutes. And he got everything back. He got his arm back, he got his leg back, he was fairly mobile. He was doing well. His wife was there with him, helping him out when she visited. Real nice guy. So Leo asked, if you don't mind me asking, Silver, how do they do that? Okay, so there are 2 different types of stroke. Very sturdy gent indeed, yeah. Did you say anything about diet, or is that sort of thing here nor there when it comes to it? It can exacerbate underlying problems. So, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to explain this to Leo, because while it's still in my head, because it's complicated. There are 2 types of stroke, hemorrhagic and ischemic. Hemorrhagic is when your blood pressure and arterial pressure are so high, a vein or artery bursts in the brain and causes a brain bleed. That's one type of stroke. The other, the more common one, is ischemic stroke, where a blood clot from somewhere into your body, somewhere in your body, crosses over into the wrong channel, gets into your brain, and gets lodged in the arteries of your brain, obscuring blood flow. Mine was ischemic stroke. So, in order to do that, provided it's like under 3 hours, which mine was well within that safe zone, they inject you with a special medication called TPA. It's an incredibly, and I mean incredibly strong, full body blood clot destroyer. It will literally destroy every single blood clot in your body. It melts them all. It completely destroys deep vein thrombosis, brain blood clots, the lot. And as long as it's under like the 3 hour mark, they can inject you with that, and they won't need to do anything invasive. So that's what they did with me. I was given TPA. They give you a quick scan, a very quick scan, to find where the obstruction in your brain is and the size of it, and provided the blood clot isn't too large, they will use TPA to clear the clot, which is just a simple injection through a catheter into your arm, and then that just floods your body. Very powerful. Or there's the more complex method. The one that, if the blood clot is large, or you're at a point where it's been left too long, because if it's left too long, using TPA becomes dangerous, because the blood vessels in the brain start to become weakened and fragile from oxygen deprivation and can start to burst and break down. So in that case, you can't use TPA. Same if the clot's too large. What they have to do, bear with me here, brace yourself, they have to thread a catheter through one of your veins with a needle all the way through into your brain, and a specialist neurosurgeon hooks into the clot with that catheter and physically removes it from the brain to free up blood flow. Yeah. They started doing that kind of in the last... That's a much more recent... No pain receptors in the brain, Leo. You won't feel it. The brain has no pain receptors. You literally will not feel it.
Shit!
Thankfully, if you get to a hospital quick enough, you never have to worry about that. And like I said, I do always have everything else does. Yeah, true. But let's be honest, I think that's the lesser evil when there is a blood clot restricting the flow of oxygen to your brain. I'm glad you're okay, our host. We all are. The Croc Rock has arrived. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Like I said, I'm like 4 miles, 5 miles away from a major hospital. So, we are very close to somewhere with a, a very modern, high-tech stroke unit. And as I explained, I don't hate you at all, Croc Rock, Mr. Newbie. I don't. And the good thing is, I live with people as well.
Should have known you would have died.
So that's good. That's the one upside of communal living. In an emergency, you're not alone. And let's be honest, it's too expensive for independent living. Even when you know, even for people who are working, it's still too expensive for it. He did not care. He just said, I do not care. What was that? Give me a sec. Timothy is the type of guy. To buy a round of Shelley Temples for the boys at the pub. Joke's on you, pretty much all my friends apart from like a couple are teetotal. Go.
Have I got a surprise for you?
Doesn't like the spark shot. That's not a very nice thing to say at all, is it? What is all this meanness I'm hearing from Jacob? I have never made bugs fight. Christ.
Alright, time for an encore.
To eat a burrito horizontally. Why would I eat a burrito horizontally? That's very nice, actually. Good fundraiser, that. Got him. Yeah. Down he goes.
I'm so sorry, Sherry. This is taking forever.
What was that was said? Timothy's the kind of guy to request no garlic sauce in his kebab. That's actually the worst. Shake my head. You're a terrible man. Oh, dude, no, dude. I go one up on that. I don't get garlic sauce. I get garlic butter on my kebabs. His audience was so lovely. Raised 10K in his first fundraiser. She was concussed. We'll be okay. So glad for the family. Give me a sec. Twin brother caught a bug, so they were keeping them separate. She woke up from a nap and pushed out the window screen. He had no idea until the police knocked on the door. He was like, oh wow. He was live streaming, Jesus. You think William could do with a few mood boosters? He seems a bit down. Yeah. Possibly. You don't have... Oh. What goes on your kebabs then? Do you literally just put wallaby on them? I'll save the high-powered for later. Mostly just garlic, barbecue, or sweet chili. Hey, sweet chili's always nice. Right, let's get Sherry out. Come on, Miss Birkin. Let's get you out.
Mom's here. Sherry, can you hear me? Oh no.
She's not good.
Claire? Sherry, are you alright?
Do you reckon she's still got the strange healing powers?
I'm here to help.
Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here!
You don't understand.
Yeah, Claire's right.
He's still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over!
She cares more about stopping William than her own daughter. It's
treat her.
upsetting.
In my lab. It's not far away.
Mommy?
There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake.
Not until the parasite is dealt with.
Mommy
Jacob
loves
says
you,
I'd
sweetie.
implant Claire. I would too.
Goodbye.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sherry, don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay?
Oh, why are you doing this?
Because I care.
Yeah.
Thank you, Claire.
Do you reckon we'll get to play as Sherry in the Resident Evil 9 DLC? Leo says, I really would love to know the exact sequence of events that led to Annette deciding to throw Sherry in the trash heap was the best option. I know, right? How dare you say that about my wife, you fiend. Jesus Christ, Jacob. I would love to play as Sherry in Resident Evil 9. If the freaking baby from Village could get her own DLC, then Sherry definitely deserves one. I'm still convinced Sherry's married to Leon in Resident Evil 9.
Wait, that cable car.
I don't know if they're actually going to reveal that, are they? Another reason I'm so glad my hand is back. I was so upset. I was so upset. I thought to myself, am I ever going to be able to play Resident Evil again? There were so many questions going through my head during that first month. Are we going to be able to play things again?
Sherry. We're almost there. Good. Cable car.
I sincerely hope she isn't, given he was asking to, given she was asking for him to adopt her at the end of RE2. You have a point. I know she's like 40 during the events of Resident Evil 9. I mean, I'll admit, 40-year-old Sherry be looking good in Resident Evil 9.
Just fine.
She'd be looking very good.
Okay. Better check everything.
You know what? Me and Suki both said Hunnigan. Me and Suki both said, what about Hunnigan? We did. I think that's a side effect of a healing factor like Wolverine. You mean... I mean, dude, she's in her 40s and she looks like she's in her 20s. Seriously. She's in her 40s and she looks like she's in her 20s. Oh no, correction. She's just hit 40 and she looks like she's in her 20s.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
Claire's 19. In this game, she's 19. So by the time of Resident Evil 9, she'd be 47.
Hey. Are you okay?
Your jacket's so warm.
My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something of yours.
No.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
I did the
It's from my mom.
I did the mathematics. Leon's 21 in this.
All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but... Hey, Sherry, come here. Hey,
Bless her.
hang in there, okay?
Now, arriving at
So, I mean, Resident Evil 9 takes place in 2026, I believe.
I've got you. Come on.
So, there's 28 years between this game and Resident Evil 9. So, 21 add 28 is 49. Yeah. Sherry is 12 in this.
Just hold on, Sherry.
12 add
It's okay.
28, 40. Let's get her in safely. It would have been nice to have seen more of Sherry. It really would have been, because, like, she's in 2. Then she's mentioned in files. It's not the age difference I thought. It still doesn't sit right with me. I mean, to be fair, that was not much off the age gap between my parents. Because there's 7 years between my parents. Granted, that ended in divorce, but hey ho.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. To Nest. Enjoy your visit.
Right, this is where we're gonna save. The research lab will be, or the lab section will be our last part of this. But we might play some more Quake first.
Okay.
About Scooby-Doo, go on.
Here you go. All right. Now what? There's got to be something here. Antiviral agent. That's
What
it.
was that?
That's got to be it.
Scooby-Doo does not permanently reside in the primary DC universe canon, but Mystery Inc.
Sherry.
and the gang
I gotta
regularly
go.
crosses over with
You
it
stay right here, though,
because
okay?
both franchises are owned by Warner Bros. That's fair.
I'll be back soon. I promise.
Sorry, my throat's still aggravated. I hope this is just allergies. I've had 3 months without this annoying cough. I don't want it to come back. If my brain has repaired the cough, it can go away. That's something we don't want repairing. That can stay gone. Whatever you want to play, Silver, play for as much as you want. It won't matter. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it won't matter. I'll show up. I appreciate it. I'm just, as I've said, guys. Do you have any idea how much it would have upset me if I hadn't been able to do this anymore? Not just doing it for an audience, but actually playing video games for myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of stuff that I could effectively play one-handed. Like, trust me, I would find a way to play some things one-handed. But anyway, that's not that's not really the point. We're here. We can still play games. Let's keep playing them. For as long as we can, and as long as I'm able. Let's just, yeah. Yeah. Right. That'll do. And on that note, I'm gonna save. Oh, it's been a late one. Would you look at that? Yeah, so I'm gonna wind it down here now. We won't be going that late again. This was just a one-off. Because... No, dude, I was actually distracted. Timothy, would you rather smoke a cigarette full of a homeless man's ass hair? And or make sweet, sweet love to an ostrich? Give me the ostrich. Long necks have utility. Give me the ostrich. Give me the ostrich. If the freaking if the choices you are putting before me are that or ostrich, give me the ostrich. Anyway, yeah, as I said, we will just keep playing games for as long as we are able, and just keep doing it. I am not gonna take this for granted. And as long as I can keep doing this, we are gonna keep doing this. For as long as I can. As long as I can. Anyway, Leo says, "Here, Silver, for your bedtime easy listening, a radio broadcast of a Resident Evil outbreak on a plane." Let me get that in my feed then, hang on. Alright, that's in my feed. Excellent. Cool. Okay. I wish they could do more zombies on the videos. Stuff happens, but the audio effects are really good. Anyway. Right. I'm gonna wind it down here. Like I said, we won't be streaming that late again. I had the energy. So I just kept on until I started to feel tired, and now I'm actually starting to feel tired. It's just started to kind of come on in the last sort of 10 to 15 minutes. So we are going to stop here, and I think now is just the right time. How's Suki doing? Yeah, baby girl is good. She's good. She's just chilling at home with the cats, and she'll be over before too long. Either towards the end of the year, or the start of next year, as like when New Year rolls around. All just depends on her how her housing inspection falls, because obviously she needs to be here or be there for that. So she can obviously still keep her house. So yeah, towards the end of this year or the start of next year, she'll be here for a while, just chilling with me, being here. I think the obviously everything that happened, she said, I'm gonna come over. In fact, her exact words are, whatever happens, I'm coming over. So I do appreciate that. Well, she used to quite regularly before the pandemic. She'd come yearly and stay for like 3 months. She would. She'd literally just come over and she'd just stay for like, she'd just park for the entire summer and stay from like bloody June until like bloody September. She would. And obviously she was what before the pandemic she was working for a grandma's partner, so she had the luxury to do that. And now obviously she helps her sister out with the kiddos a lot more now, so yeah. Anyway, it's nice that she's going to be coming back again. I get to drive her mad on my turf for a while until they've obviously got everything sorted out with me medically, which is wonderful. Anyway, we'll wind it down here. To all of you who have stopped in, a big thank you. Just camping in your crib. We're going to have a good time. We are. We will definitely have a good time. And I've already been conscripted as stationary daddy. I am definitely going to be stationary daddy. Because that girl loves stationery, I tell you. She wants all of the stationery. Like, dude, I've taken her on dedicated stationery shopping hauls before. Anyway, yeah, we'll wind it down here. A big thank you to all of you who've stopped in. My name is Silver, and I have been your host. A big thank you. Not going to make any guarantees on a definite date, but maybe Sunday. If not, then you're looking probably... It's going to be a bit awkward next week, because I'm kind of easing back into, like I said, some of the part-time jobs now, so we are going to be a bit more strapped. But I'll try and stream again for you next week, if not on Sunday. So yeah, big thank you to all of you who've stopped in. If you want to be kept up to date with everything we do here, you can follow us on Blue Sky at Silver Gaming Network. Somebody please make an account and sub. I want to get to our 50th sub on Blue Sky. We're on 49. That's Silver Gaming Network on Blue Sky. If you want to follow us there. To those of you who want to be supporters even more than that, you can support us on Silver Gaming Network at Patreon or become a channel member. And every channel member and Silver Patron gets an exclusive shout out at the end of every live stream, every pre-recorded Let's Play part and live stream. Doing patron exclusive content has obviously kind of gone on the back burner while my medical situation improves, but we will get back to it eventually, or we'll just start something new at this point and do a whole nother series. And yeah, Silver Gaming Network on Patreon, or you can become a channel member for as little as 99 pence a month if you want to shout out and just to show your support. And yeah, I'll be back soon. A special thank you to our channel members and silver patrons at the time of this live stream: Mr. Jonathan Reese 3J, Kota Okami, Jacob the Dabbler, Julio, The Relinquished, Marcus Space Ghost, Benji Martinez, my lovely lady Suki, Leo Win, and Leo Mom. It is very much appreciated. And to the rest of you who have stopped in, apart from that Jacob, yeah. You have been super awesome, and thank you very much for stopping in. I cannot even read what Jacob has put there because it has literally censored his freaking message. Bear with me. I have been Timothy. We play with our emergency button around here and prank the medics. Trust me, we don't. If you want to support me, please butter my kebab and I'll implant Claire next time. Much implantation, yes sir. But yeah, to the rest of you who have stopped in, you've all been super awesome, and thank you very much for stopping in. And I will, of course, see you in the next one. So, guys, I have been Silver. Sorry. Your host. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or night. I am going to bed, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys.